Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm your host Malgares and welcome back to the fourth competitive challenge Femme Fatale. Now you might be wondering why it's called Femme Fatale. Well, pretty simple, I'm only playing female commanders this season. Each faction has one female commander and I will play as each of those once every episode. Now there is a small little twist behind that, namely that the order will be randomized. So I cannot pick which commander for which map. Also, every time I lose I will do 2 seconds of planking, which will accumulate over time with every loss I have. So how do I decide that? Well, I've got this little wheel over here that I'll spin right now. Let's see for my first game which commander I have to pick. Looks like it's going to be Spook. Alright, I'm gonna hide this one for this picking and let's move on to our game. Alright, opening up on Vanilla, such a classical one. Good luck and have fun, enemy player. So for this one I don't really have a dedicated Spook build, so I'm just going to do a rough copy of my Firebird build, which involves a lot of incendiary mortars and harassment. Okay, my opponent's going for wind turbines. Ooh, they also know a good deal of advanced building styles, so I do have to take it into account when I'm facing this person. Nope, that's a little bit too strong. Sell you off, and get you up. Oof, yeah, they're aggressive. Looks like they're also building to their own sniper. And they're trying to keep me suppressed, at least a little bit. Well, lost my sniper. I don't need a Spook to know that I'm a little bit on the back foot right now, but that's okay. They're going for the other very strong option, namely my turbines, which I'm not a big fan of, because those are my turbines. I don't just get to harass my resources, unless you just do. Uh-oh, that's not good. I have to keep these constantly repaired right now, thus I lose a turbine. That does suck, because I'm losing resources. Also, my base is not very stable. It's been a while since I played a proper vanilla game. Upgrade center. Are you going for an AP sniper, my friend? Armory. Oh, I see. I believe they're just rushing their own tech out. Which is fine. And what's their commander? I think after 120 seconds, so 2 minutes, I know their commander. Ooh, an armadillo player, are we? Well, ain't that just a treat. Okay, 3 turbines are more than enough to start the year off with a bang. That's strong material. I sincerely hope you got some minigunners, because I'm going to harass your turbines, and there's not a lot you can do about that. So do be careful, because I will shoot you, and I will kill you. There might be an AP sniper, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need those turbines? Oh, don't worry. You won't need them when your base turns red. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Looks like we regained the initiative for now. Uh-oh. Well, looks like we're about to lose some stuff. Not a problem. Just to cover you up. Okay. I do have some reasons to worry right now. A supermine, that's good to know. Oh, but they're actually hitting my production, which I'm not a big fan of. If I can oh, should I probably open a door right for this one? There we go. If I can at least partially suppress their income, that would help out a lot. EMP rocket, okay. It appears I know what's coming. Okay, I am starting to see the spooky appeal of this one. That's going to deal some damage. Alright, love seeing that, love seeing that. Alright, the duo seem to have some significant charge already, so I gotta be careful of that. Don't see any major weaponry yet. Ah, that's some poor construction on my part. Oh right, I forgot about that. And activate stuff can deal a lot of damage. Yeah, so an AP sniper or an activated AP sniper of Armadillo can penetrate 3 layers of armor. No, 2 layers. Pardon me. That's kind of dangerous for me. Okay. Yeah, also those fast doors are helping out a lot. They're going for a factory right now, which does mean that I'm in a bit of a pickle. Because a fire beam or even a plasma beam or even a fire beam can deal a lot of damage in this scenario. So, should probably keep that in mind. Not bad. Just basing on my shots a little bit. Ooh, that's a good one. Do like to see that. Good machine gunner, good machine gunner. Okay, my storage is plenty, but my resources not so much. Ooh, good multitasking, good multi. They got a fire beam, that's a problem. Gotta keep that in mind. I will note that and put it in my feedback form. Oh, you're not sniping me from there, are you? Don't appreciate that. Alright. Got some additional firepower already. That's gonna suck. Yep. That's some... Oh! I lost a laser, that's bad. Uh-oh. They're getting desperate. Which is pretty good for me. I did lose some momentum. Not gonna lie. Ooh, that was actually a pretty dangerous manual fire. I don't like you getting a couple more turbines actually. I really don't like that. I'm gonna put a stop to that plan, if you wouldn't mind. Yes. Having less turbines means they have significantly reduced fire rates, which will be to my advantage. And I do love myself a good advantage. There we go. They are resisting pretty well though. Gotta keep that in mind. I still have some decent vision of their stuff. And I can also burst out my own damage because I am stealing resources. Fine, the AV snipers down for the count. I'm not talking about Count Dracula. Oh, they surrendered. GG. Alright then. For a opening Spook game, that wasn't too bad. It did get a little scary though towards the middle. But hey, that was the first game. So let's head back to our reel and spin it again. That's a Shockenaugh. Alright then, our second game will be a Shockenaugh. Let's hop to it. Alright then, we're playing on Hang Time. This is a difficult map for me, but that's okay, because challenging is also a good thing to have sometimes. But I prefer sometimes a more relaxed game, to be honest. It's a more fun experience, especially beginning of season, like when the games start ramping up towards the end. That's more acceptable to me. But for now, build up over here, EMP, they're going for early quick resources. I can sell this off for extra resources as well. So let's get this show on the road. Perfect. Alright. I sure love my money. Gonna do this real quick. Alright, there we go. Let's see if I can poke something. Nope, I can't really poke anything right now, so I'm not going to do that. So you also have double turbine opener, because you can get our mines a little bit quicker. Battery here, battery there, battery everywhere. Alright. Just do go like this. And now we wait. Their front seems pretty vulnerable, so 2 EMPs will do some good damage. And I do believe that lasers are a pretty neat weapon on this map, so I'll go for them. Also, this version of back turbine is a lot easier for me to manage, so I'm also going to go for that. Whoa. Looks like my thing's going a little jiggly, which I don't really want right now. I prefer it if it was a bit more wiggly. I will also support this. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Now my damage output will be limited. That's fine. It's a practice map. Or I'll take this game as a practice one. So, open fire. Interesting. There we go. That'll deal some damage. I want to poke your turbines. May I? Of course I may. You don't have a choice. And taking those turbines early on is pretty nice. Alright. It appears that's not the case. But I will be providing fire support though, that's a given. This person must be getting pretty annoyed right now. Which makes it which makes it even funnier actually. Oh, I'm floating hard, so that's not good. Wait, what am I doing? I can just metal up. Now we wait a little bit. Oh, actually don't have to wait anymore. It's time to open a massive amount of fire on their butts. Alright, alright, alright. That's what I call a winner. Which also means I have to work preventively. At least for a little bit. Alright, buzz solving that location should be enough to dissuade further interests. And yeah, a turbine heavy playstyle does have its disadvantages if you're playing against Shockenaugh. Namely, all the required turbines that you need to maintain a consistent offensive. There we go. Also, less mice means more fun for me. Uh-oh. I mean, you have a low economy. Ooh. Exposing your mines isn't great, my friends. Okay, let's see if I can cut off some couple of things. There we go. I do believe they're playing Seed because I didn't see any red dots. That means that's their playstyle. And I will need more energy to maintain this offensive. Needs to mount with an at a good pace. Alright, let me just upgrade my turbines real quick. I don't really mind halting my offensive for now. Perfect. I am dual attacking right now. I got my turbines upgrade, that means I do have the firepower to do this, I believe. Take out what you can. That's very good. You guys did very well. Keep buzzing him off. They can't maintain defense. That means that being a bit more reckless right now is a way to go. So let me be reckless. Ooh, nice. Alright, they will be rebuilding their snipers very soon. So let's see. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Even if they have a warhead, the damage will be minimal. And they're stuck in a good position for me. So let's keep that up. Make sure our rocket harass maintains momentum. and take out the mine if we can. Also, don't forget to expand our economy. Oh, yep, they gave up. Alright, that was very tedious on my part, but overall, for first time on this map with a commander I don't have a lot of experience in, I believe I did pretty great. Alright, and that was the second game of today. So, let's spin our wheel once again. Alright then, one of my favorite commanders, Firebirds. Let's hop into game number 3. Alright, welcome to Ledge Grab. A fun map with a lot of resources in the beginning, so good luck and have fun. Let's open up with our mines as we should. Gonna sell you off so I can stabilize you right over here. It's a bit risky, a bit disky, a bit frisky, but it's what I need to do to win this game. Alright, and that looks like a stable base. That's bad. Okay, so for Firebird I don't really have a strong build in mind. So I'm going to go for an incendiary mortar to see what I can get, what kind of damage I can put out. That is a plan right now. I also have to work on my storage, because this is a lot. Actually, it's quite a lot. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna go for 2 control groups of incendiary mortars. And they will deal necessary amount of damage to harass in the opening, and from there I'll figure it out. Do want to avoid building too many foundations though, because they can become very expensive very quickly. Let me just get you out real quick. Okay. Just to show me I'm a bit of a noob. Alright, he's not a very dangerous player, but haha, actually I'm building incendiary mortars to surprise you. And you don't want to get surprised, now do you? I believe they're onto me. Just kidding. Nobody's onto me. My next move is unknown to the masses. Alright, this is a rough opening, I will admit that. Okay, let's see what's the distance. Alright, that's a good distance apparently. Get you a little bit less powerful. Alright, we're already cooking. Oh, you're on fire. And not by a small amount apparently. Okay, it's a small misplacement on my part, but it's fine, we should still be able to expand relatively easily. Alright, their top core already took severe damage. Oh, they're still on fire. Alright. Gonna shoot you off slightly more powerful. There you go. My bottom base is pretty exposed. No, it's less exposed, but still exposed. And they are on fire. Which is the intention of Firebird, so I'm pretty happy about that. You're still on fire. GG. Alright, their combined core health was 45%, and I bet that top core was about to explode. Alright, that went pretty well. Got decent storage out. The build was fairly good, but it was obviously very exposed to buzzsaws. But my tempo was pretty quick, which I'm happy about. Alright then, and I was just winging that build. That was the third game of today. Let's move back to our wheel and spin it a fourth time. Architect and Phantom are two commanders I don't have a lot of experience in, but that is not an excuse anymore, because next game I am playing Phantom. Alright then, let's hop into the fourth game of today. Alright then, fourth game once again on Vanilla, playing as Phantom. Let's get the show on the road. Same build as before, just going for missiles and things like that. I actually might be able to do a little bit of deception if I'm smart enough. A bit more experience, I might be able to do that. But right now, that's not really something I can. Alright. Let's get our sniper out and make sure that we don't accidentally fire before that finishes. Because if that's the case, then I might be in trouble. Phantom is like trying to cloak up a houseplant, I feel like. Because your base pretty static, doesn't move around too much. But you might not be able to know how much water you give it or how thirsty it is in general. So you might still know, hey, there's a houseplant on the other side of that base, on the other side of this canyon, but you don't know what kind of houseplant it might become or it might be. And that's where a lot of the advantages can come from. You can hide intel to a degree that your base is showing. Okay, they might be going for very safe back turbines, which I have mixed opinions about. A long game, they're very good, but I'm not really a long game player. I like to go quick, I like to go hard. That's my type of playstyle in these situations. Uploading energy, which is very unprofessional of me. I apologize. They don't seem to be repairing all that quickly, which is interesting. Okay, very smart that you covered of wood. I don't see anything else just yet. Oh, that's not gonna help you. Because guess what? Mortars are more vertically inclined than you might expect. Actually, you might expect that not to be the case because you fully know how that works. So, I stand corrected. Fifth mind, and let's start harassing some people. Attacking their production is always a nice strategy. Generally speaking, turbines delay firepower while destroying mines reduces repair speed and repulling speed, so that's a rough outline, I would say. It's not like a one-to-one rule, but especially late game, destroying your opponent's turbines will really hamper their ability to fire back and create momentum. Alright. So I'm gonna start setting up for a howitzer, in-game howitzer. You can't go wrong with that now, can you? That's the enemy has excessive anti-air. Then you can. A lot of this commander is based on deception, as I already said. So I'm going to see if I can do a build around that to make it more interesting in the future. But for now, I'm just going for a classic, feel her out a little bit. And yeah, once we're off to a good rhythm, we can do some fun stuff together. But for now, let's keep it vanilla. Ooh, that's a little bit of core damage. That should get their attention. And what are they going to retaliate with, I wonder? Because they've been playing a decently defensive game. So I gotta keep an eye on retaliation. Alright, then looks like my howitzer is almost ready to be built. Scan it to get a resource for in a moment. 4 turbines are more than enough. Super juicy. Alright then. Also, fun fact about building weapons as Phantom is that they can see it unless you fire them. So deception plays can be very effective. They might be going for a couple of counter mortars. Let me just prepare for that, just in case. While I doubt it. Oh, that might actually become very, very dangerous. If those are upgraded mortars, then I'm in a bit of a pickle actually. Because I can't just wait around doing nothing. Nevertheless, I'm gonna keep building up. I'm gonna upgrade center down before I build my cannon. Also, not having doors right now is very dangerous. So let me get a couple of doors out. Alright, alright, alright. So far, so good. Dude, they lost a lot. I think they lost about like 800 to 900 mel on the shield alone, which is it's not great, let me tell you. Excuse me. Keep hitting those turbines. I normally say that these Incendiary mortars are used to distract themselves for like trinkets. You can, team like little trinkets like, ooh, we're doing look at this shiny thing over here, don't look at the rest of my base, but my Incendiary mortars are actually dealing some serious damage. Like, they've paid their medal back, I'd say threefold. And this is where the fun begins. In a few moments, it will begin. There you go. This is a good thing that anti-air works, because if it would not be the case, oh my god, this would become one of the scariest weapons ever. Alright, slightly too high, but that's fine. Lost some anti-air, which is very good for me. Do one more volley and then upgrade these. I think I'm safe to sell this one off. I keep firing my howitzer from inside my base. No need to do any fancy schmancy things when that's not necessary. How did that happen? I'm a bit curious. I believe they have been severely weakened and that just like cut off a nice round point in the fort, and that's their cores dropped down from there. Alright then, that was the fourth game of the day. Things are going quite well so far, but we still have an architect game to play, so let's move on to the fifth and final game of today. Alright then, capping off the first episode of Femme Fatale on Hang Time. Art and Architect, show us what you've got. Sell you off, and get 2 turbines out. That means my expansion to my mines will be very much quicker, which will be very much appreciated. There you go. Okay. Those are a couple of juicy turbines we can harass, so I'm gonna do just that. There we go. Nope, that's a bit too high. This is significantly cheaper because I'm playing Architect, so I'm gonna use it. Use your commander, buddy. Which might be weird coming from me, because I don't use her often. Oh, how did I miss that shot, really? I should not be missing those kinds of shots. What I also like about this kind of map is if your opponent doesn't expand downwards, their defenses remain relatively compact. It makes it a lot easier to fight back, as it were. I'm hitting something, not sure what I'm hitting, but I'm hitting something. Alright, you got 6 mines out. You can optionally expand downwards for your 8 mines. Or even like missile size and things like that, but for now I'm rocking a good combo. So let's keep it that way. We have these mines out and production flowing. We'll get our harassment EMPs out, and from there we can see what we can do. What am I even hitting? Am I hitting storage? Wait a second. Are they? Oh, I see. I see. I know what they're doing. Those are some armor piercing miniguns you're building, aren't you? Well, those don't just appear out of nowhere, I'm sure, so... Yep. It's time to teach these fellas a lesson. Oh, ooh, I didn't get them all. That's not great. Apparently I hit something. No idea how I did that, but I'm gonna take it and run with it. Like it is. GG. It looks like we're off to a great start in this season. Alright, and defeating an overdrive player. It's a bit painful because it's my favorite commander. But other than that, we're off to a great start. Alright then, the first 5 games were 5 wins, and this season is just getting started. I look forward to all the planking and learning I'll have to do in the coming 2 months. As for you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, why not like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all. I am your host Malgaris, and I'll see you next time. Bye.